一個好食嘅馬拉糕咧，其實簡單啦，一句講就係香啦、鬆軟啦、滑馬拉糕係天母人餐廳嘅一個招牌點心嚟嘅。嗰個叫我培仔嘅嚇，咁我係創辦天母雲點心專門店嘅其中之一啦。
Cantonese sponge cake is known as Ma La Gao in Chinese. This makes it sound like it's from Malaysia. But in actual fact, we don't really know where it came from. The most common story is that Malaysians adapted the British sponge cake recipe, and when it was brought to Hong Kong, chefs changed the ingredients again and came up with the current version.
我自己覺得嘅標準就係食完牛馬拉糕咧，唔使飲茶㗎。就咁吞到，有啲真係啃住你，即係啃住你吞都吞唔到嗰啲咪唔好咯。
Mac, a veteran dim sum chef, is the mastermind behind Tim Ho Wan's menu. It started off as a 20-seater in 2009. Just a year later, they were awarded 1 Michelin star. The chain has branches in 10 countries today.
最大嘅分別同出邊咧，我哋係真係發酵嘅。咁我規定要24小時嘅，唔會話即係行內有啲叫做化學馬拉糕。
Fermenting the dough long enough makes the cake spongy and fluffy. Most restaurants add more baking powder and soda to mimic the texture, instead of giving it time to ferment.
咁發酵好嘅麵團之後咧，就再加一啲雞蛋啦、糖啦、一啲吉士粉啊、奶粉、花奶，猜咗嗰嚿麵團之後咧，再發酵下咯，最少都5-6個鐘啦。再加啲牛油啊、鹼水啊，咁就蒸成底蒸2-3斤咁蒸噶啦。我哋一般就會一底搭起佢蒸，即係上到煙罩噶啦。咁就凍咗之後，我哋就切開佢咯。佢淡黃，甚至乎唔得深啡色咧，嗰個馬拉糕唔會香。就係最主要發酵個問題，時間唔夠，即係我哋24小時，有啲12小時，佢就冇呢陣味嘅。你而家戴住口罩都聞到啦。
If you see these patterns on your cake, it also means the cake is well made. Dim sum chefs describe this as the skin of a qilin, a Chinese mythical creature.
啲牛油就會溶咯，一溶即係同啲粉咪分離咗咯，分離咗咪形成呢啲，咁佢就好均勻㗎啦。
The sponge cake is one of Tim Ho Wan's best sellers.
一日我哋淨係一間我哋呢度平均5-6體走唔甩㗎啦。我覺得天母雲最大嘅賣點咧，我覺得最緊要就正。知道咧，我正點理解就係話好地道啊！咁多年啲大師傅啊，係嘛？去到我哋呢代唔好都改到好啦。
Do you know how Tim Ho Wan got its name?
構思開一間餐廳嘅時候咧，夠晒資歷㗎啦。咁再希望個餐廳成功，添加啲運氣，好運落去，咁啊成功更加容易啩。